Drivers complain about the bumps as well, but there we go. We are nearing the start-finish straight, and there we go. That's green flag, and the race is underway. I think the Porsche has the better start compared to the Lexus, and yes, he does. He's slightly in front of them, but then the Corvette going down the inside of the Lexus breaks a bit too early, and the Lexus of Atul Bhaskar just hitting it, braking very late. We see a Porsche going on the right-hand side onto the grass as well for good measure, but overall, I guess, it's a good start from Atul Bhaskar. He just kept it clean, has the lead as of now, at least. And yeah, they have so many people in the background going 3 wide into that turn as well. The Porsche is going side by side. This guy's literally on the grass. And yeah, till now, no contact. And it's been pretty clean, at least, for the guys we are looking at. The McLaren also trying to get closer now to the Porsche down the inside, perhaps over here. That's a pretty decent move, still side by side through going into the second sector here, and yeah, that's the inside for the Porsche. I think this is going to be just going till the finish line with this fight here. McLaren still down the inside, and we see the Beamer at the back as well, trying to get into the mix. The red Porsche, I think that is Atish Gilbert, is losing 2 positions at once, and the Beamer and Ferrari touch. And yeah, that's the Ferrari, I think, or McLaren is going wide. That's unlucky.
Just way too many contacts for Sheila, but we see another contact. I think that is a Beamer of Ronit Surya going into Kanak Satam, and he goes spinning around, and all the while Atul is running away.
And we're on board Nikhil Joji now, who is right behind N. Bahuja. And yeah, can you go for a move? Maybe send one down the inside over here. But yeah, there we go. Very close to each other. Yeah, that was very, very close to each other. But thankfully, I don't think there was any contact. And going down the inside.
Takes that place back. That looked super aggressive, but he made that stick. I thought he was going to overshoot it, but that looked out.
Well, that's straight up, this is what you did to me, I'll do the same thing back to you, and what a place to do it. The Beamer right behind them of Hussein is also in the mix now. This is exactly what we were talking about earlier as well, and he's trying to go for a move down the inside. Can he go for it? No, the Porsche brakes so very, very late, trying to go for a switchback move on the Lexus in front, but the Lexus doing just about enough to keep in front of the Porsche of New Jersey.
Sometimes you just want to have to stick behind and just apply the pressure of the car up ahead. In this case, AxxelSam is trying to apply pressure on Bhargav, who's the Beamer up ahead. He's already going defensive down the middle, and Keaton sends one around the outside. Will he be able to finish the move here? Do a switchback. He holds onto it, and I think he's going to have another run on the outside through here. This is a very tricky corner to take around the outside, but it would be great if he can pull this off, though.
They're still side by side, and this will be an advantage to the Beamer because it's the right-hander and then the left. So the Porsche is trying to attack, but again, he is under pressure from the BMW behind him as well. So he's in a BMW sandwich right now. He's trying to get ahead of the car in front, which is of the Ferrari, I think. And yeah, they're very, very close to each other. And if these guys were actually, in proper T in the VCs, they would have just been like, you know what, you block him while I overtake, and then both of us can just, fly past him.
It looks like that is the same. Bhargav is parking and team to Yashwant Rao, who is menacingly just there in the back, just waiting to capitalize on any of the stuff that's going to happen up front. He is trying his level best to apply pressure and make the move, but it just seems to be backfiring a little bit while Yashwant Rao is he can go a little wide, but he can cut back and keep that line corrected though, so he will have a good exit through here. Will he be able to capitalize on third one?
That's something we'll have to see. These guys have different braking points as well. We saw it in the last lap. And can he go for a move? No, I think he's just a tad bit too far to try and go for a move here. But yeah, another lap. I guess he just has to stay behind and wait for a mistake, or just send it down the inside. He sends it down the inside, a slight bit of tap from the Beamer, I think, but yeah, now it becomes the inside for the Beamer, and both of them side by side yet again goes onto the grass, and Porsche is really under pressure now by both of the Beamers, and that's a very good move from the BMW of Vairao, because that was pretty much, textbook. Let the guys in front fight. They'll, of course, one of them will mess up and they can just, take the position. So that's a good strat from Yashwant Rao. He's just waiting, buying his time, and yeah, that's unlucky for Jeetan Samuel right there.
Yep, indeed. It's a very funny part of racing. You are the attacker one moment and the next moment you are the advantage. Jeetan Samuel just had a first-hand account of that. Just sent it on the inside.
I was going to say that's, Kanak overtaking Atal Bhaskar, and then I realized that's not the same Lexus. This is the Lexus of Raj Motwani, and he's under pressure from him now. And yeah, I think we've definitely missed out a mistake from Kanak.
The replay feature, I'm not sure how it's gonna work, but let's have
Sure, that'll be lovely. And yeah, while talking about that, we even have, I think that is Ron.
Slips out in turn one. That's a very easy mistake to make. I think the car just spun around on him, and yeah, that means that he lost 3 positions. Now he's at P5, and he's resisting the advances of Rahul Motwani, who is pressuring him on that Lexus. Behind we have Arad Shakul making some moves of the grid. He has overtaken PJ Cargo just now. Behind we have another battle brewing between Santosh SK. I think it's just been settled. So we are through, and I think Arad just had a bit of a moment there. Which might have let up the edge of PJ Cargo, but he's just holding back. But he's going to send her down the inside. The late send, but he makes it through. That's some rough racing, but
well, the Aston Martin is just holding at the back as well. I think that is Santosh SK and Nikhil Joshi right behind them. And Nikhil Joshi just went out of the way and just let the Aston through. And we can see Shakant all over the back of the Mercedes, but getting a very weird exit because of that.
Well, sometimes it's just the way it is. Oh, and there's a spin up front. I think that was Nikhil Joshi who had lost his car, and thankfully none of them hit him, and he just moved out. So that's some good avoidance driving there.
Oh, indeed. Again, another victim of first corner. It was Kanak who had messed up over there, and yeah, that's the Porsche of Nikhil Joshi, who's again not having the best of days. Made a mistake earlier on as well, and going for a very late move there. Almost a bit of contact. I think there was contact. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it's getting feisty now. Yashwant wants to try and make a move on Faizan, get it over with, and catch up to the guys in front, who is Carbo and James Robin. He does have the pace, but he's just stuck behind Faizan as of now, and Faizan doing a very good job of tucking the car on every single apex and not giving any space to the car behind.
Yep, he is doing his best to hold the car behind, but it seems like the car behind is much faster, so it seems like a moment of, it seems like right now when the most gonna happen, but Faizan is doing his level best to delay that when he's taking different lines, just throwing off the car behind, he holds on to the place for now.
Oh yeah, very very close between these guys, and going through this tricky left and right S section, it is very frustrating for the guy behind, who is clearly faster, but if the guy in front is putting up a very good defense the way Faizan is, there's not much you can do. So yet again, just keeping the car in the middle of the track. Yashwant is going left, right, just trying to find a way through, but Faizan just keeping the car dead in center of the track and not giving any room for the car behind to make a move. But he does have a good run over here going down the inside. He will have to give some space. Can he brake late? Can he go for a move around the outside here, Faizan? No. I think that's a clear-cut move, but coming down the inside yet again. Can this be a switchback and a half? No, it can't, but the fight is still on. They're kind of side by side, but no. I think that's a clear shot case from Yashwant right there. He's like, you know what? I'm done with this. Let's get moving and catch the guys in front.
That is looking a smart setup from Faizan. He went out wide and had a switchback lined up, but Yashwant Rao was even smarter and he just blocked that inside line for the next corner. Did not open up that door, which meant that Faizan had to just settle it down. That was some good racing.
But Abid Hussain is all over the back of the car in front, just flashing the lights as well, and going over the curb, just a little squiggly out of that corner right there. But yeah, he definitely wants to try and get move on.
Yep, so Abid Hussain is trying his best to get Nikhil Jyoti, and some extent is piling on the pressure on the back, and some extent is like, I've had enough of this, I'm gonna make the move. I wanna have the back to the pole, right? Takes the inside line, but the Beamer up ahead has a slipstream from the Porsche, crucially, and he holds on to it, but he's boxed in right now. He doesn't have a place to go, and what he does right now, he goes outside, and some extent takes the inside line, has some contact. The some extent make through it. Yes, he does. And these guys are going at it. They don't care whether it's for 20th or 21st. It's racing at the end of the day. It's a matter of who gets ahead. So yeah, so that's a feisty racing between both of these two.
Well, both the BMWs fighting each other has opened up a little bit of space for the Porsche in front of Nikhil Joji, who spun out in this particular, exactly that particular part of the track. But yeah, he's got some breathing space now. Both the BMWs are still just very, very close to each other right now. And yeah, that's opened up a 1.2 second gap in front to the Porsche. But I think the fight was not over there yet. They're very, very close. And talking about close, there's a move here from Kanak around the outside of the Porsche, but no, it's just the Porsche just says no, I'm going to stay on the inside and at least keep this position for now. But it's a different line for both of them. Kanak slightly faster than Ronit here, and can he make a move down the inside? I think there's not much time left. There's only 19 seconds for this race. Of course, this might be the final lap for these guys. And Kanak is all over the back of that Porsche trying to make a move.
Porsche is throwing weird shapes, taking the defensive inside line, but that upsets him through the next corner, which means that Kanak is going to take a wider line to get a switch back through here. It's going to have a good run through the long straight, but the Porsche is also no slouch in terms of acceleration. So that might come in clutch over here, but at the end of the straight, the Kanak might have an advantage as he goes down to the inside. He doesn't have an overlap, but the Porsche holds on for now, but he goes a little deep, and Kanak takes the inside line. They go through side by side, and I think the Porsche has to back out now, but they switch and send one down the inside. This is the last lap, and this is for the podium place, mind you. So there will be overtakes like in the last corner.
Oh, it's a very, very close between these two. And yeah, right now it is Kanak in front of Ronit, taking P4 off of him, but he might still get a chance going into the final turn, the right-hander of course. And yeah, it's very, very close. Kanak wanted this position and he's done it. He's done a very good job of taking it, and he's extending that gap as well. But talking about extending a gap, we have Atul Bhaskar, 21 seconds in the lead. He's commanded this whole race, and he comes over the finish line to finish P1. And this is a proper comeback from what happened in the first season. Didn't make any mistakes, and that's P1 for him. And getting back to the fight behind the guys in P4, Kanak still in front of the Porsche, just has to nail this final corner, hit the throttle, and just go to the finish line. And there we go, talking about finish line, it is Hardik Pari who is finished in P2, and it is Patil, Jaikumar Patil, who finishes in P3. And I think it's going to be Kanak in P4, and that is Ronit in P5.